Hey Kiran, we're doing something a little different today. We are video playtesting your prototype PacMan game. Um, MKG is a designer here at GameStar, and he's gonna test this game for you. So I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi Kiran, I'm Michael, or MKG. I work with Katya and Charles as a game designer and GameStar mechanic, and I will be the one video plays testing your game today. And so the game Pac-Man, the old classic, I think you meant classic, but that's okay. Um, See, there's 3 levels. Alright, so this will be hopefully a progressive challenge. Let's start. Oh, interesting. I see you probably rotated some of your levels around because I'm actually starting on level 2, or so the title says. Here we go. Notice. Let's try it simple before you go on. We need to make sure you can show a little bit of effort with a level with no blocks. Alright, so I see there's a whole bunch of... Oh, yeah, I'll give you a hint. All of these guys can hurt you, but only one of them is truly deadly. Interesting. Okay, so going to have to dodge all of these Karakuri chasers. I see they're supposed to be styled kind of like the Pac-Man ghosts and provide a challenge of danger. And they are getting, and they're set to random too, which is very interesting. It's probably pretty close to mimicking what behavior you can get in Pac-Man, since we only have a few sprites that actually have the following behavior, where they'll chase down the avatar. I noticed that the points are also in a, they're put in certain positions, which would um, make a lot of sense, especially when you have the blocks actually in the level. But as you notice, as you said before, we're starting it off easy. And I bumped into the very difficult bad guy, the one who destroys me in one hit. Alright, I'm going to try and take a more orderly approach to this, and I'm not sure which... that one. That one gets me. Alright, won't get... I'll dodge him this time. And just trying to grab all the points. Oh man, this is a tough level. I can't doubt that. One interesting thing is that these chasers move as fast as you, I think, if not faster, or at least close to your speed. So if you get kind of close to one and go in the wrong direction, or get trapped like I am, then it's very hard to actually get away from them. Um, Partially, it's because they have such a random um, movement pattern that it's hard to tell which way they'll go. Um, let's see. I've only got one corner left. I can do this. I can do this. I, I'm also gonna blame the lag because otherwise this game would be not so bad. I swear.
Blame the what?
The lag.
What does that mean?
Lag means is like the delay between your actions and what goes on in the game. So there's a little bit of lag between when I press a button and when the screen updates and actually performs that action. So I finished level 1, um, going on to level 2 once it loads. Um, Alright, level 2. Looks like this time it actually has blocks. Um, so it provides more of kind of a structure. And it also means that it in some ways may be easier to hide from the enemies, because then they won't be able to just rush through a wall at you. This level will be harder, but not so much because of the enemies. Alright. I believe this is wraparound? Yes. Very Pac-Man-y. In Pac-Man, you'd be able to wrap around to grab points on the other side. And this is pretty tough, actually. If they trap you in a hallway, you'll be stuck and not able to get away, and you'll have to take the damage. Fortunately, it looks like these guys don't destroy me in one hit, but 2 hits. Alright, here I go again. So I noticed you also have a little pocket where it seems like a bunch of the enemies started, which is also very Pac-Man-y. That little area where they start off. Ooh. Snuck past those guys. grabbing some more points. Oh. This is hard. This is hard. This is hard. I am stuck. Don't go. Don't. Oh. There you go again. Just wondering, Katya, does this account have cheats?
Are you on my account?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Not saying that I need it or anything, but
Just saying.
yeah. All right, this is good. I've got a nice. Ooh. I did a nice run there, grabbing a lot of these middle points. I feel like the middle points would be the most difficult because that's where the enemies tend to walk around. And get away.
Oh.
That was a close one. Seems like possibly slowing down the enemies somewhat could be helpful in terms of difficulty, but then there's also the chance that it makes it too easy. So it comes down to how you'll balance that. And oh no. Oh no. I know I've only got one hit left because I took a hit earlier from these enemies. I don't know how you beat this level. You must have spent a long time. Unless you're just a really pro player, Kiran, then it must have been pretty easy for you. Should I just go ahead and cheat and go to the next level? Alright. Otherwise I'd beat it, you know. Level 3. This is PacMan. Alright. So it looks like a somewhat similar layout to the second level, with some differences. I would have used something that would lock on. I would have used something that would lock on to you like the Minion Halloween Sprite, but I didn't have it, and a Sentry didn't work so well. 3 enemies are deadly, 4 enemies deal 2 damage, 1 deals out 1 damage, and you have 3 health. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Wow, there's a lot of enemies, and I noticed this time I actually have a health bar, which wasn't in levels 1 and 2, meaning that I kind of had to assume I had a certain amount of health, which I think was 2, since I'd take 2 damage and generally be destroyed. It's interesting to note that these enemies have different speed, which I think may correlate to how much damage they do. Ooh, stuck in the corner, stuck in the corner, stuck in the corner. I hit one that did 2 damage to me. Alright. Try and grab these middle points before those guys in the middle get out. Once they get out, it's gonna. Ooh. No. Oh man. I wonder if that Solus one is the one that deals the most damage. Don't really want to test it though. I'm getting pretty close. Oh man. This is very tough. I'm getting really close though. Only got 3 pockets of points left. No! Alright. I think that's enough though. I get the game.
Sure. So what did you like about the game?
I really liked the challenge. It was definitely a challenging game, and I liked how you tried to use different ways to represent how the original Pac-Man played to the best of your ability, and increasing the challenge from level to level was nice. That progression is very good in games.
Cool. Any constructive criticism?
I know it's very tough for you to mimic the behavior in the old Pac-Mans. I wonder if some of the enemies, maybe if they weren't on random movement, I know one of the useful things is actually to set them so that their turn is straight and not random, or their movement, sorry. That way they don't turn randomly until they walk into a block. If you mix that up, it might be easier to predict some of the enemy movement, because it was very random, and sometimes it can be a bit frustrating if it's only by like pure luck that the enemy hit you.
Any other suggestions?
Um, overall, it was pretty awesome. I know some users actually create multi screen levels that could create some variety throughout your levels. It does mean you can't do wraparound, but um, I mean it's something trade offs that you choose when you're designing your game.
Cool. Well, thanks, MKG.
Thank you.
And thank you, Kiran. Bye.
Bye.